As promised now, here we go with our News for Seniors segment. Senior adult specialist Nancy Connors will discuss the top 10 ways to improve brain fitness. This brainy presentation will take place on Monday, February 27 at 11 a.m. at Culpeper Garden Senior Center, and it's free, offered by the Office of Senior Adult Programs. Call Culpeper Gardens to register at 703-228-4403. Several senior centers have free ongoing brain fitness programs. For more information on this and everything that's happening at Culpeper Gardens Senior Center, give them a call, 703-228-4721. Daniel.
And Craig, seniors hate the thought of decluttering or downsizing. According to Beth Concord, owner of the Smooth Transitions, decluttering doesn't have to be traumatic. Beth will meet with seniors to provide some suggestions on how to get started. The meeting will take place at Aurora Hills Senior Center on Wednesday, that's February the 22nd at 1:30 p.m. Ms. Conord's funny and entertaining presentation will show how decluttering is not such a daunting task. To register for the program, call Aurora Hills Senior Center. That's at 703-228-5722. Decluttering.
Decluttering.
It doesn't have to be
all
traumatic.
Use a little bit of. All right, thanks, Daniel. And stress. Stress is a big item on all of our lives. To be free of stress is the ultimate goal of everyone, not just seniors. Stress can lead to all kinds of health problems, both physical and mental. Stress can interfere with healthy aging. Senior adult specialist Nancy Connors will unveil a toolkit designed to help you get rid of, prevent, and maintain stress. Nancy's presentation is being held on Wednesday, February 22, 10:30 in the morning at Langston Brown Senior Center. The Stress Fighting Toolkit contains strategies and techniques for managing and relieving stress. For more information and to register, call Langston Brown, 703-228-6300. One more, Daniel.
Well, Craig, I was going to say Nancy's very busy this month.
Nancy's a busy lady. That's right.
Well, Craig, the 20th annual Feel the Heritage Festival, focusing on African American culture, will take place on Saturday, February the 25th from noon to 5 p.m. at the Langston Brown Community Center. The Arlington residents of all ages are welcome. The event is free to everyone. The Feel the Heritage Festival will have music and dance performances, food, vendors, storytelling, and much more. For additional information, call 703-228-3329. And Craig, as always, we want to thank Judy Masabni for helping us out with the senior stories for this week and every week.
We appreciate it. Thanks, Judy. All right, as promised now, doing double duty again tonight here, our Man About Town, Rich Masabni, and his guest, Charles Tuftoy, author
Rich.
Charles Tuftoy. Here's Rich.
We have with us Dr. Charles Tuftoy, Chuck Tuftoy. He has written a couple of books on crime, and they're usually about things in this area, so you can relate to it. And the recent book is Eyes of Cold Case Killers. We have a picture of it that'll come up on the screen. And I told you, these eyes look like yours. That's on the cover, really.
Everybody tells me they're yours.
Oh, well, anyway, but I swear they look like you.
Those eyes mean business.
Who is the eye?
Well, it's kind of pulled out of a lot of them,
Okay.
Serial killers. And, those eyes mean business.
Yeah, but these are cold case killers. I know what it is, but you tell me what officially is a cold case.
Okay, well, a cold case really is a case that is a year old.
Just a year old?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
and it could, sometimes, like a lot of them will keep them live for up to 3 years, but usually 1 year when they're clueless and they don't have any witnesses, there's no DNA, forensics, there's nobody knows anything about it, then they kind of go cold.
Okay.
So that's, that's unfortunate too, because, here you are, a person with somebody, and you don't know what happened to them, and you're kind of stuck as the family members and relatives. So it's too bad. But then we've got these cold case homicide detectives who are my heroes and heroines. They're the ones that are dedicated to never give up. They think out of the box, and they really go after these killers who think they're getting away with murder.
Like,
you know.
for example, do you know of any cases where maybe after 10 or 15, even 20 years,
Yeah.
they find somebody and they get them for murder?
There was one actually about 2 weeks ago, 20 years, and what happened is, like years ago, with some of the DNA, they weren't real good at the sampling, but now, I mean, you could have blood on that floor, clean it up perfectly, and they could still find it. So a lot of times it's DNA that winds up getting a cold case killer. Or what happens is that the
let's put the picture up if we can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
Well, you know, the victim unfortunately is in a gray box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have a 15-year-old daughter. That's what's left of her in that gray box, that cold case file. And the police departments here, you know, I had to work with all 4 of them. In this book, Arlington, Fairfax, Falls Church, and Arlington.
Yeah, we just saw a picture of the book. Give us a case in here if you can. Say an Arlington case, since we're doing this in Arlington, Virginia, of a case, a cold case. Can you think of one?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've studied this quite a lot.
Right.
I've studied
most
all the serial killers too. You know, everything about them, and of course they're really strange. But see, what I've done, I've taken like little pieces that I found in some cold cases that I thought was a real good point, and then rolled it into mine. So this isn't on like one real cold case that I followed. It's kind of the best of each one.
A composite sort of?
Yeah, kind of like a composite, taking really interesting things and bringing them to light. One thing that the reader learns in this book is not just like this mystery, you know, chasing this killer, who's actually a genius.
The killer?
Yeah, you know, he's some serial killers are really smart, very clever. Some of them, of course, are not that clever. But one reason why I wrote this book, and this is a sequel to the first one, is when I looked at it, the whole picture, it seemed like a little over 2 years ago, after finishing that first book, I found that cold cases had risen up to the top in the country. It was the most important thing to most police departments throughout the nation. And I studied most all the police departments. It was #1. There are 200,000 cold cases since 1960. There's 6,000 unsolved murders a year.
Wow.
There's 30 to 50 and maybe more serial killers active at any one time.
My
so,
God.
you know, that spurred me on to do this. And of course, it's dedicated to these homicide detectives.
And in closing out, Chuck, I want to put up on the screen, if we could, the website of www.charlestoftoy.com. It should be on the screen. And his email address is casb@gwu.edu. It's on the screen. And the phone number even, 703-608-8314. I hope none of these killers are going to call you or anything.
No, well, I'll handle them.
Oh, okay.
I've got a good background in that, too.
Okay.
I've got my 45 handy.
Okay, good. Well, you know.
But also, they can get that on Amazon.com if they want.
Okay. Well, anyway, this is a really compelling book, Eyes of Cold Case Killers, and it's local. It's local. I mean, that's the
yeah. Well,
important
you know,
thing.
the thing is, it's not like a lot of authors say they sped down the road, and I know we got to wrap up.
Yeah.
But you know, like Wilson Boulevard, Hard Times Cafe,
Yeah,
Rock
we got 'em
Bottom,
covered. We got 'em
places
covered.
you've been to.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You know, strong individuals and strengthen their communities.
And so that's what prompted you to get involved in community building.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much for visiting with us. It's my pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.
That's it. Q. All right. Thanks, Nort Beckerman, and his guest, Tyrone Sims, talking about his book. Get out there, buy the book, and read it. Okay. That's it.
Yes, cheerio.
Anything else to
Yes.
add, gentlemen, before we go?
Yes, youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the #1
All right.
community to watch our broadcast.
Thanks, Daniel. That's it for this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Thanks for watching. Have a safe week. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.